So the feds, the U.S. government, just said that CAFE standards, that's how they dictate what the mileage the vehicle is supposed to get. Otherwise, a manufacturer pays fines. You know, one of the reasons why Dodge went away from making Hellcats and stuff. Yeah, they just said that that's illegal in June of 2025. We're going to talk about that more and more and when you can expect to see changes. And it's one of the reasons I think Stellantis is about to Hellcat everything. So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. I'm glad that we can get back to just doing our regularly scheduled programming. In today's video, I got to talk about this. Sean Duffy, that is the Secretary of, or the the Secretary of the Department of Transportation. He dictates pretty much all the rules that go around transportation in conjunction with the Environmental Protection Agency and Lee Zeldin. Duffy said, quote, "Fuel economy standards are illegal." In 2024, before Biden left office, he tried to codify and did a 50 mile per gallon for light cars or whatever by 2027. Said that not only is it impossible, it's illegal. Illegal. So what Duffy has done is he is resetting CAFE standards and has empowered the NHTSA, that's the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, to revise them. What made them illegal was the fact that they were, and I talked about this before when Duffy made the comments in that cabinet meeting, that factoring in EVs into CAFE standards violated federal law. And the way that the federal law is written, he is correct. That's a different source of energy, right? So now, what they're doing, not just the fact that they're going to retool the CAFE standards, but if you read the whole text now from the big beautiful bill, this new tax bill, for these tax cuts that is in Congress right now. As far as I know, the Senate had voted on a procedural vote. I'm literally watching the news. I'm waiting for it to say it got approved. And then it goes to the House, and then they have to approve the changes that were made in the Senate, and then it will go to the president's desk, and it still could happen by July 4th. But in that bill now, in the big beautiful bill, they are scrapping fines. The big beautiful bill would scrap fines against auto manufacturers that don't meet the standard. Basically, the standard at that point becomes advisory and there's no teeth behind it. When there's nothing there and there's no fines, what do you think auto manufacturers are going to do? I know you guys are intelligent. What do you think auto manufacturers are going to do when they're no longer tied to these arbitrary, impossible to meet standards? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think this change, and if the big beautiful bill goes in and they pull the teeth out of CAFE standards, how fast do you think manufacturers go to making engines way more affordable? Now, here's the thing. I already know that they're going to be like, oh, everything's going to get smoggy, the environment's going to suck, everything's going to suck for everybody. No. Everything's not going to suck for everybody. In fact, what will happen most likely is that manufacturers are going to continue to make engines. They may get rid of like MDS, DOD, AFM, whatever. They may get rid of, you know, some of these other systems that they put on there for emission standards and not just for emissions, but, you know, fuel economy standards to try to, you know, that cylinder deactivation crap, all that goes away. Instantly making engines cheaper. But do the manufacturers then turn that over to the consumer and lower prices? I think that has to be part. I don't think you're going to have time to put that in the bill, but I think there's going to have to be either an executive order or a regulation or something that says you got to pass on these savings to consumers. Because the auto manufacturers are like, cool, more money for us. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And listen, I'm not the only person talking about it. Multiple people are talking about this today. Now that this is in the big, beautiful bill of pulling the teeth from the CAFE standards, they don't get fined if they don't meet the standard. I think it's pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. We do still have the Tesla Model S giveaway on the channel. When I get home, I'm going to have to do something with that car, take it out for a ride, wash it, detail it again, put a car cover on it. It's just been sitting. But you can still jump in there by clicking any of the merch down here below or going to tksgarage.com directly. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest